Welcome to Gay News, hard-hitting coverage on issues affecting the girls, gays, and theys.
My name is Hoja Lopez.
And I'm Henry Golden-Starr, and here are today's top stories. After multiple successful documentaries about serial killers, necrophilia, and night stalking, Hulu is producing their first ever limited docuseries exploring human sexuality and gender. Whoa! Hulu, this is one step too far. Consensual pleasure. I'm going back to Prime. Stick to the Bundy tapes, babe.
RuPaul's Drag Race premiered its 13th season this month. This means that over the past decade, a drag lip sync competition has run more consistently and to better ratings than our great nation. The Library of Congress is closed because of the insurrection. Viacom also announced today that in addition to VH1, we will now be airing Drag Race on the additional stations Pop TV, MTV, MTV2, CW, Pafublo, WZMZ, PMC, PCC, Dabba-da-boop-pat-ba-doop-pat, and Spike TV.
Katie Sowers, the first out female NFL coach to make it to the Super Bowl, will not return for the 2021 season. Said the NFL, "We're sad to see you go, but this was super fun, yeah? You a queer woman, us football. Definitely we do this again, say in 200 years. Transformative work, though. The league will never be the same. Get out."
Outsports.com has released the official Queer Wrestling Index, or QWI, a list of the top 60 wrestlers in the LGBTQIA community. How exciting! Top wrestlers include Three-Ring Binder, Lesbo Elbow, and Dwayne Chiffon Johnson. Citing policies against supporting violence, PayPal and Shopify have shut down all Trump-related online stores. That's great and all, but the real violence is the level of accuracy with which Instagram sends me ads for soft, chunky blankets. Does Joe have a plan for that?
Laverne Cox and Shonda Rhimes are teaming up to create the most epic, empowering podcast of 2021 called Orange is the New Murder. They sit down to discuss all fashion crimes that have been committed by this unwearable, dangerous shade of tangerine.
And finally, one of the biggest stories of this past month occurred on January 6th, when MAGA supporters and white supremacists laid siege upon the U.S. Capitol, sending both the Senate and the House into emergency lockdown. As arrests are being made, many still suspect Antifa of infiltrating the riots. Gay News has an exclusive word from Antifa. Yes, this is Gay News calling. We have some questions about your whereabouts on the afternoon of January 6th, 2021.
This again. You're like the 15th news channel trying to get a statement from me today. If this is about the White Claw guerrilla marketing campaign, yes, it was in a ball pit. Yes, everyone got sick. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not Antifa, like the organization.
No, this is Antifa, A-N-N-E, last name Tifa. She, her, hers, owner of Tifa Creative.
Okay, so you had nothing to do with what happened at the Capitol?
No, I was working at my cutting-edge advertising agency that I own. No, it's nothing like Mad Men. I'm a professional, okay?
Okay. Well, if you weren't there, Antifa, then why are there so many people saying that you were?
Because I'm a West Coast elite. I'm in the zeitgeist, okay? I know who Jenna Lyons is. Look, I have to go. And normally I would charge about $3.50 an hour for a consulting session like this, but this insurrection had the sloppiest UI UX I have ever seen, so I feel like I need to give those idiots a few tips on the digital strategy front, okay? Number one, they should have had some call to action and a demand. You don't see me walk into a Budweiser pitch with no agenda. This is the big leagues, boys. Get your white supremacy together, okay? Number two, Jesus Christ, MAGA and Proud Boys, you three need to get a new logo. Okay, that boomer font, screaming Microsoft Word. Finally, Branding 101. You took selfies and promoted yourselves before the brand. I'd never walk into a Tampax meeting without being plugged up with their own product. Yeah, that, my friends, was called white failure.
Oh, okay, wow. Well, this was not what
Know yourself. Brand yourself. And God damn it, if you're going to plan an insurrection, get a creative director with an agency background, okay?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Anne. Sorry to have bothered you. You are obviously a very busy woman, and this was truly irrelevant
Oh, and
to our
always
news story.
schedule your posts in advance. Strategically, you
thank
need to know
you.
what
Antifa,
platforms you're going to be
everybody.
on.
Thank you, Antifa, for that. Now, for our next story, Hoja traveled to Texas over the holidays to see if COVID was real. With more, Hoja Lopez.
So you need to know a few things about me. Number 1, I'm okay. Number 2, I'm an optimist. You know, I've actually predicted the comebacks of every major celebrity. You guys, Jussie Smollett is next, just you wait. And that's how I know we will bounce back from this pandemic. Number 3, I'm an avid rule follower. So don't give me the handbook on how to be a good wife, because I will quit my dream job to raise your children. So naturally, I take the CDC coronavirus guidelines very seriously. I'm also extremely fucking impulsive and decided to take a 36-hour road trip to my hometown of Houston, Texas for Christmas. Instead of listening to the groin-tingling voice of Dr. Fauci that was rumbling inside of my head telling me this is probably not a good idea, I actually listened to the inner voice that I can only describe as 2003 Hoja and said, keep driving, fuck it, let's get stroked. As we got closer and closer to our final destination, I really thought nothing could go wrong. Texas is so big and so spread out. I'm taking care of myself and I have to see my mom. I deserve this. No, I need this. Fast forward to basically upon arrival, I realized that this love that I feel is actually a trap.
Hoja, is it exhausting being my friend?
Sometimes. In short, my best friend and the wings beneath my maxi pad tested positive for COVID-19, and my optimistic ass had just spent 36 hours inside with her. Yes, we had conversations about COVID consent, but they were about as misguided as when a guy tells you that pulling out is an acceptable method of birth control. Then, I woke up the next day with the worst sore throat I've ever had. And while waiting for results, I spent Christmas Day alone in the dark feeling like shit.
I think I have COVID. I'm so sick. I shouldn't have come.
Which was exactly what I'd been trying to avoid. I couldn't even be with my partner Rachel. We were only able to see each other for like 5 minutes so that I could open a present outside.
Interesting. Thanks, Mom.
In the end, it was a case of insanely timed strep throat. But here's the thing. I work so hard to differentiate myself from the people that don't even believe COVID is real, but I realized that like so many others, including this guy, I just didn't actually think it could happen to me. And so once I got my negative test results, we peeled the fuck out early and ran away like Indiana Jones ran away from that giant rock ball. Except for this time, the rock ball is COVID and Texas is the literal Temple of Doom. Fuck, I'm so glad I'm home. This was Hoja Lopez for Gay News.
Well, Hoja, I am really glad that you're doing okay.
Thank you. You know, yeah, that was really bad, but the vaccine is out. So, baby's off the food chain now. I am kissing everybody.
No. Hoja. Just
What?
because the vaccine is out does not mean that the pandemic is over.
But there's a cure now. Shoot me
that's
up,
not what-
Pfizer. Port of a Yarda. Here I come, baby.
Okay. Well, if you're like me, someone who's holding their breath so you don't get COVID or have an existential crisis, you are probably trying to find ways to stay even safer at home. Our no-nonsense correspondent, Molly Brennan, has a few suggestions on how to do just that.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the pandemic and the brink of civil war. Pretty anxiety-provoking and depressing. Now, I've been treated for 2 decades for anxiety and depression. And through all of my therapy, the best thing that I've learned is to name the problem, make a list of action items to deal with the problem, and follow a routine. Some might call it prepping. So what I did was I went through the prepper sites so you don't have to, because they have some unusual perspectives on gender, race, sexuality, science, fashion. So I just went ahead and took the good information. And I'm not going to give them credit, because fuck those guys. So most of the folks in my life are in urban environments, in small apartments, without fallout shelters. So in the case of supply disruption or hospital shortage or home invasion, what are some problem solves that can make us feel secured and prepared for disaster? Here is a quick guide to your 30-day prepper pantry. First aid. This is a kit from the Red Cross. It has basic first aid. Go to their website for what's in here. So if you don't want to buy the kit, you can procure the recommended items and build your own. Water. I got this water purifier. It's a bit labor intensive, but it's light and removes silt, bacteria, and protozoa. Or water purifier tablets. Add these to your water to get rid of bacteria, viruses, and cysts. Fire. There's this weird obsession with starting your own fire from flint in the apocalypse, but I'm like, how about lighters? You can steal or buy these almost anywhere. Stock up on these wonders of human technology for making fire and for currency. You'll be the most popular girl in the apocalypse with these handy, lightweight, instant flames. Get a flashlight with batteries, a heavy one, multi-purpose, and a multi-tool like a Gerber or a Leatherman. Food, what do you get? What do you like? And of those things you like, what lasts a long time? I went with oatmeal. This is 30 days worth of oatmeal. 2 of these peanut butters, 30 days worth of peanut butter. 6 of these coconut milks, 30 days worth of coconut milk. Add a little chocolate and maple syrup, and you have peanut butter chocolate oatmeal. Delicious, high in calories, long shelf life. Also, canned goods. I prefer these because they last long, they're easy to store, you don't need water to prepare them, and much like a mag light, they have more than one use. So you may be wondering, where do I store all my prepper stuff? If you get 3 big storage bins like this, you just stick them in your closet. Happy prepping. Everything's gonna be fine.
Thank you, Molly. Everything's fine. Right, Hoja?
Well, honestly, I think when the end of the world comes, maybe March or something, I just need batteries for my flashlight/vibrator, and then I need about 100 cans of chickpea just for sustenance. So I don't know the answer to your question.
Well, if hunkering in your bunker with your boo isn't quite gay enough for you, the Gay News Network is excited to bring you a new series. Take a look.
It's 2021. Prepare to get gay. Watch gay people do gay shit like morning coffee, dental hygiene, emotional connection. Brought to you by Ask Pro Shop and Gay Mart. Look out for your favorite gay moments like love, pride,
No socks.
soft bedding, art.
Extreme gay.
Find Extreme Gays at your local hardware store or on demand following the Rachel Maddow Show. Be here or be queer. Don't watch if you have a heart condition and prone to overexcitement when old gay men walk down the street.
Extreme gays.
The inauguration is just a few days away, and we here at Gay News are thrilled. Thrilled, I tell you, that our next guest was able to make time for us. Folks, the Vice President-elect, Kamala Harris.
Woo!
Senator Harris, thank you so much for joining us. I hope we're not interrupting.
No, not at all. You know, Doug and I, we were just playing a game.
Oh, fun.
I love playing Monopoly because it's the last place where $600 really does anything.
That is very accurate. Can you give us some insight into your predictions for 2021?
Right. So vaccine shipments, they're going to tell you that there are 20 million doses, enough for all of our essential workers. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, there are, somewhere. It doesn't matter how fast this vaccine is available. We don't know how to ship it very well. The trucks are so wobbly. Honestly, my plan was to just send the vaccines into little pints of Ben & Jerry's Americone Dream flavor ice cream, and that plan is still on the table.
Well, I did want to ask you also about the inauguration. It's coming up really soon. What do you think that's going to be like?
You know, our plan is to really unite Americans into what we are best at. One cohesive constellation of cold, scared bodies staring at a jumbotron we can barely hear.
That sounds like America to me.
You know, everybody, whether you're Republican, Democrat, progressive, you know, everybody's going to be equally disappointed. Do you see our cabinet, Henry?
Yeah, it's fine.
You can say it, you know, Triscuits are more adventurous.
Yeah, that's true.
And if I may, one more thing.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, Joe just wants me to tell everyone really that he has no idea how to check his DMs. So please stop sending him pictures of your shoulders, you know? He's not going to rub them. He's learned his lesson.
Wow, an inspiring message for all Americans. Thank you so much, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam VP. Incredible. We cannot wait for you to get into office. And now, everybody, it is time for hard news. That's news that's hard.
Hard news.
I shouldn't have come back, but I found myself in front of your door. I feel your warmth in my hand, and I want more. Okay, fine, one last time, but then this can't happen anymore. I can't help that I'm gay. I still love you, Chick-fil-A. I've tried, but I can't make myself say goodbye. I've got too much history with your waffle fries. Oh, your waffle fries. The kids will say it gets better, but I can't imagine living without your chicken tenders. We can't be seen together. How would it look, you serving someone with no gender? And every time I eat you, I make sure to send a Venmo to ACLU. I can't help that I am gay. I still love you, Chick-fil-A. My heart is drowning in your dipping sauce. I've never known such heartbreaking loss. You know I'll miss your dipping sauce.
Wow. Thank you, Henry. That was some very hard-hitting journalism. So.
Well, I just wanted to take a look at the gay shame that is so prevalent in our community, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable and share this this truth of mine that has been a source of a lot of confusion and pain, because, guys, Chick-fil-A is just so good.
Yeah, and that is okay, Henry. I, Hoja, pardon you, right? Just like I pardoned you for voluntarily watching Cats and singing every single word by heart. Just like you pardoned me for going to Texas.
Oh,
I do want to take this moment to pardon people who, for example, heat up fish in the break room microwaves. And I want to take this moment to pardon Urban Outfitters for not carrying their geometric jute rug in an 8x5 size. I am still upset about it, but I pardon you, Urban Outfitters. I pardon you, all of my haters, but also I would like to say thank you for the deep well of fire that you create that propulses me forward in these dark times. And finally, I would like to pardon my grandmother for that time she hugged me and whispered, "This is for your weight loss surgery," while slipping gemstones and a gold medallion into my pocket.
You know, I don't actually know if that's how.
Okay, but I feel a lot better. Woo! Weight off my shoulders. I get why he does it.
Well, we will see how this month goes. That's our show. We will see you on March 1st. Stay inside, gays. Hello.